Unfortunately, none of the NGOs have tried to work with the farmers to look for an alternative. So our prayer to the honorable members of parliament is the Ministry of Health should accept recommendations given in the report of the Parliamentary Committee on Subordinate Legislation that the pictorial warnings should occupy only 50% of the packages, promote a balanced regulation towards protecting the interests and livelihoods of millions, investigate funding and motive behind false propaganda of the anti-tobacco NGOs, ensure that until and unless a pilot project is successful, the farmers should not be pushed out of the cultivation of tobacco that they have been indulging in all these years. And the Indian government, like other tobacco producing countries and economies in transition, such as Malawi, Indonesia, and Zimbabwe, should ensure the interests of tobacco growers and workers whose livelihoods are affected are fully protected. Rather than addressing the plight of the tobacco farmers, India is hosting the 7th session of the Conference of Parties to the WHO Framework Convention on Tobacco Control in November 2016 in Delhi. The tobacco farmers are apprehensive that COP7 decisions would put livelihood of millions at risk without any public health benefit. Farmers appeal for a balanced approach. The FCTC meetings do not allow farmer participation. It is in a closed door and very undemocratic manner where the stakeholders are not consulted. We appeal to the honorable members of parliament that a reasonable approach is taken to when policies against tobacco are formulated, and we also appeal that it is the people's representatives who should take decisions, and when international agreements are made, you should take the stakeholders into consideration so that their livelihoods are protected. Thank you very much.